Perhaps all of us have encountered this situation. A kindness we sincerely offer is met with gratitude and appreciation, but sometimes the exact opposite happens. Those we help respond with indifference or even disrespect. This can be disheartening and raises an important question. If I have done so much good, why am I being treated this way? In reality, there are many psychological and social reasons behind this. People quickly get used to kindness, and sometimes they perceive it as a sign of weakness or obligation. But should this stop us from doing what is right? If we see that our good deeds are not appreciated, should we continue helping others? The Stoics teach us that doing good is its own reward and that its value should not depend on others' reactions. But how can we ensure that our kindness is valued more? 1. The nature of kindness and freedom from expectations. The Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, emphasize that kindness is valuable in itself. According to them, we should not perform good deeds with the expectation of gratitude. Epictetus once said, "When you do good, do not expect a reward, for you are merely acting according to your nature." Human psychology inclines us to expect something in return for our kindness. We naturally seek gratitude, respect, and care from those we help. However, Stoic philosophy challenges this mindset, arguing that goodness is already a virtue in itself. If we do good only for recognition, then our true goal is not to help but to receive something in return. And this takes us away from genuine virtue. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Just as the sun does not refuse to shine, a good person should not hesitate to do good." The Stoics emphasize that doing good and helping others is a natural responsibility of human beings. The sun constantly shines and spreads its light because it is part of its very nature. It never withholds its radiance, for its purpose is to illuminate others. Similarly, a good person should not hesitate to share their inherent goodness with others. This is not merely a behavioral choice, but an essential inner quality. This idea also serves as a reminder. Just as the sun does not withhold its light, we should not fear doing good, because every act of kindness can bring more light and hope to others, and sometimes even to ourselves. The more a person does good, the more they illuminate the spirit of society and those around them, improving not only their own life, but also the lives of others. This is in a way a moral calling. Doing good is an essential part of our nature, and to abandon it would be like abandoning our true identity. Therefore, we should do good because it aligns with our nature, not because we seek approval or gratitude from others. Otherwise, the sincerity of our kindness comes into question. At the same time, living with expectations can disturb one's inner peace. If we constantly expect gratitude or reward for our good deeds, we will face disappointment whenever that expectation is not met. However, the Stoics teach us to focus not on others' reactions, but on our own actions. We can only control our thoughts and behaviors. How others think or react is beyond our control. Therefore, if we truly want to master our fate like the Stoics, we should do good not as a duty, but as an expression of our inner values. This will bring us greater inner peace and help us stay in harmony with our conscience, regardless of how others respond. Doing good without expectations also makes us less susceptible to manipulation. Sometimes people perceive kindness as a weakness and may try to take advantage of it. But if we continue to act according to our principles, rather than being influenced by others' reactions, it will demonstrate the strength of our character and our unwavering integrity. Thus, doing good should not be a goal, but a way of life. Without expecting gratitude from everyone, we should simply continue doing what we believe is right. By following this principle, we can maintain our inner tranquility even if our kindness is not acknowledged or appreciated. As masters of our fate, we can only control our own thoughts, emotions, and actions. How others think, behave, or respond to our kindness is beyond our control. Seneca once said, "If you wish to do good, seek peace in your own conscience, not in the gratitude of others." This reminds us that relying on others' reactions will always lead to disappointment. People have different personalities, life experiences, and perspectives. A kindness we offer sincerely may be seen as a precious gift by some, while others may take it for granted or see it as something expected. This approach helps us avoid being discouraged by others' disrespect and indifference. If we do good only to receive gratitude, we trap ourselves in an emotional prison. We surrender control of our lives to the reactions of others, distancing ourselves from our own inner strength. However, the Stoics teach us that true strength and freedom lie in living according to our principles and values, regardless of how others behave. The best way to embody this mindset is to see our good deeds as planting seeds. A seed we plant may not sprout immediately. Sometimes it may not sprout at all. But that does not make planting it meaningless. Likewise, our acts of kindness may not always be acknowledged or appreciated, yet this should not stop us from doing what is right. Therefore, we should live according to our principles without expecting anything in return for our kindness. People are different, and their reactions are beyond our control. But if we understand what we do and why we do it, and if we act independently of external influences, we can maintain our inner peace and strength. Kindness is a beautiful trait, but who we choose to be kind to and how we express it is even more important. Not everyone will appreciate or deserve our kindness. Sometimes we help people who neither have the awareness to understand nor the character to value what they receive. In such cases, kindness can become wasted energy and time, or worse, an opportunity for manipulation by those who seek to take advantage of it. Philosophers do not advise us to do good blindly for everyone. Rather, they encourage us to practice kindness wisely, to the right person and in the right way. Acts of kindness should genuinely help the recipient move forward, not make them more dependent. Because kindness, when done without wisdom, can actually cause harm. For this reason, before offering help, it may be useful to ask ourselves these questions. Is this person someone who will truly appreciate kindness? This question helps us understand how the recipient will perceive and value the help we offer. People have different life experiences, and some see kindness merely as something they are entitled to. In such cases, the help given may not be truly appreciated. If a person lacks a sense of gratitude, they may take advantage of kindness without understanding its value. As a result, the act of kindness may not positively impact their life, as they may either fail to recognize the giver's intention or see it simply as an obligation. It is important for those who wish to do good to consider how the recipient will perceive and appreciate the kindness, as this makes the act more meaningful and impactful in the long run. The second question, will my kindness truly benefit them? This emphasizes that kindness should not only provide temporary relief. When trying to help someone overcome difficulties, the assistance should not just bring momentary comfort, but should also offer long-term benefits. If kindness merely delays a problem rather than addressing its root cause, then no matter how well-intentioned, it fails to create a real solution. In such cases, the person's situation remains unchanged and no positive growth occurs. True kindness should create lasting change, improve the recipient's circumstances, and contribute to their long-term development. More than just solving immediate problems, kindness should empower people, enabling them to face future challenges on their own. The next question, will my action truly help them progress, or will it make them dependent? This question encourages us to consider the long-term impact of our help before offering it. Constant assistance, if given without the right encouragement and support, can lead to dependency. Instead of empowering a person through their own efforts, the helper may create a situation where the recipient continuously relies on external aid. People should not lose their independence, as always depending on others can hinder their growth. True kindness should foster independence and self-reliance, providing not just temporary relief but also the ability to sustain oneself. If the helper continuously makes decisions on behalf of the recipient or does not encourage them to make their own choices, this can ultimately be harmful. Acts of kindness should uplift people, not make them reliant on others. Practicing thoughtful and intentional kindness allows us to use our energy more efficiently and provide more effective support to those who genuinely need it. Let us not forget that kindness gains real value when it is offered to those who appreciate and make proper use of it. True kindness and righteous action should be guided by one's internal values, not by the opinions or expectations of others. Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, remind us that the reward of a good deed is to have done it. This means we should not seek validation from others for our good actions, but act in accordance with our conscience and principles. Often, people expect gratitude or recognition when they do good deeds. However, according to Stoic philosophy, If the value of our kindness depends solely on how others respond, then it is not true kindness. It is a hidden transaction driven by expectation. A truly virtuous person does good not merely for others, but because it aligns with their own principles and beliefs. This approach offers us several key advantages. What are they? Stability and inner peace. If we depend on the opinions of others, their ever-changing attitudes will affect our emotional state. However, if we remain true to our values, we can maintain inner peace regardless of how others react. Protection from manipulation. People sometimes try to exploit our kindness and compassion. If we act solely based on our principles and values, it will be difficult for others to manipulate us. Remaining honest and principled. Everyone may have different expectations of us. However, we can only be truly honest and principled if we act according to our own conscience. Ancient philosophers teach us that being dependent on praise or criticism from others cannot make us truly free. True freedom comes from living according to the principles we find valuable. When we do good not for recognition, but as a duty of being human, we become strong and morally resilient, unaffected by external influences. 5. Promoting gratitude in communication strategies. Kindness is a wonderful quality, but its impact becomes deeper and more meaningful when it is properly expressed and understood. Sometimes people do not recognize or appreciate the good we do for them. This may be because they have different values, fail to grasp the true impact of the kindness, or have become so accustomed to it that they take it for granted. In such cases, emphasizing the importance of gratitude and developing effective communication strategies can help build healthier relationships. To ensure that kindness is properly understood and valued, the following approaches can be helpful. 1. Make kindness felt. Sometimes, people fail to notice or appreciate the kindness shown to them. To prevent this, it is important to make kindness not just an action, but a meaningful expression of value and care. To achieve this, perform acts of kindness sincerely, rather than in a formal or mechanical way. Clearly express the support you provide, not as a form of obligation, but to create awareness. People often remember kindness only when they are in difficult situations. Therefore, focus on aspects of their lives where your kindness makes a real impact. 2. Don't overhelp. Excessive kindness does not necessarily make people more grateful. Instead, it can cause them to take it for granted. If someone constantly receives help, they may start seeing it as normal and forget its value. To prevent this, offer help in a balanced way. If you always help someone, encourage them to take responsibility over time. Don't let others rely solely on your help without making their own efforts. Instead of solving problems for people, teach them how to solve them on their own. This is more effective in the long run. 3. Set boundaries. You are not obligated to help everyone all the time. Doing good should not come at the cost of exhausting your own energy, time, or well-being. Setting boundaries is essential. Help only those who truly need it and appreciate it. If someone continuously asks for help but never acknowledges it with respect or gratitude, don't hesitate to set limits. Teach people the importance of expressing gratitude and encourage them to apply it in their interactions with others. 4. Encourage gratitude through actions, not just words. Sometimes gratitude remains just words. According to Stoics, true gratitude is not merely saying thank you, but adopting the same values and passing kindness forward. To reinforce this, lead by example in showing gratitude to others. Encourage people to pay kindness forward to others. Emphasize that kindness should be given without expectation, but it should still be valued and appreciated. Kindness is not only connected to the value system of the one who gives it, but also to the one who receives it. If kindness is not appreciated or is misunderstood, this may be related to how we present it and set boundaries. True impactful kindness is not just about offering help. It is also about teaching people its value and helping them adopt these principles themselves. Ultimately, Stoic philosophy teaches us that expecting gratitude or praise for our kindness can become a burden. If the value of our actions depends on others' reactions, we become dependent on their behavior and risk losing our inner balance. However, our true goal should be to practice kindness independently of external influences, as an inseparable part of our inner peace and character. That said, this does not mean that kindness should be extended to everyone and in every situation. For kindness to be truly valuable and effective, it must be done wisely, directed at the right people and in the right way. The same approach cannot be applied to all individuals and circumstances. By following this principle, neither the disrespect of others will hurt us, nor will our kindness feel unappreciated, because we do good not for reward, but in alignment with our inner principles. This statement emphasizes the importance of acting based on inner values and principles. A person's kindness should not be driven by others' reactions or the expectation of recognition, but by their own internal moral compass. The disappointment caused by ingratitude or disrespect only affects those whose intentions and principles are weak. If someone does good only in hope of receiving appreciation, their kindness loses value because it is tied solely to external validation. However, when we act according to our own principles, our kindness retains its worth regardless of reactions or outcomes. Kindness holds its own meaning, independent of external approval or disregard. This approach also strengthens self-confidence and frees a person emotionally from external influences. In this way, we remain true to ourselves and act in accordance with our internal principles, making us stronger and more resilient. If we stay true to our value system, others cannot manipulate us, and we will walk firmly on our path. This idea highlights the importance of remaining loyal to one's own internal value system. People can easily be influenced by external forces and at times may lose sight of their principles. However, when a person remains committed to their values, they develop resistance against external pressures. Such individuals continue moving forward on their own path, unaffected by how others treat them or the demands of society. This approach is about having a strong character and finding one's own way. By acting in accordance with their values, a person preserves independent thought and moves forward without being swayed by external influences. This is also essential for personal development. When individuals find meaning in themselves and their lives, they become more resilient to criticism and external opinions, ultimately leading a healthier and more fulfilling life. By understanding the importance of gratitude, we can form healthier relationships. The people around us will better understand the value of kindness and will accept that it is not a simple, unquestioned right. Here, the significance of gratitude in social relationships is highlighted. Gratitude is a crucial factor in building mutual respect and understanding between people. If we accept the kindness we receive with gratitude and strive to show this value to others, it becomes possible to create healthier and stronger relationships. Gratitude is not just about doing good, but also about valuing good deeds. This creates mutual respect and trust. As people around us understand that kindness and helping others are not simply obligations or expected acts, but actually gifts, they will be able to appreciate these acts more. This approach also helps create a more empathetic and understanding society, as people, when doing good, consider not only the needs of others, but also their intentions and feelings. Ultimately, the perception of gratitude strengthens relationships because people build deeper and more meaningful connections with one another. Our main goal is to maintain our inner harmony, act with conscience, and ensure that kindness is impactful, valuable, and meaningful. As the ancient philosophers taught us, kindness is not an obligation, but a manifestation of character. When we do it for the right people, in the right way, and without expectation, we can make both ourselves and society healthier and stronger. Thank you for watching the video up to this point. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts and comments in the comments section. Until we meet again.